Hey guys, it's Flip, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the shear pin on an Ego snow blower. Alright, so what is a shear pin and how do you know if one of them is broken? Well, first of all, before we get into this, always make sure your batteries are out before you put your hands anywhere near the auger housing. So having said that, the auger right here has a hollow tube that slides around this solid gearbox shaft, and what the shear pin does is connect the two and holds them together. It is what we call an intentional failure point, meaning its purpose is to break if you hit something hard like a rock or solid piece of ice. So when you hit something solid, that pin shears itself, and that allows the auger blade to stop rotating, which will take the force off of the gearbox. If that auger blade kept trying to churn through something solid, it would destroy your gearbox, which is a lot more expensive to replace than a little shear pin. So how do you know if one of them is broken? If you are using your snowblower and you notice that one auger or both of them are not spinning, then you know that you probably have a broken shear pin. Sometimes just friction will still rotate this, but when you cut the power off, you'll notice that one side stops because it's connected and the other side just keeps spinning. That would also mean you have a broken shear pin. If you're using the machine, you might notice that the machine is struggling a little bit or not throwing as much snow, or none at all if both sides are broken. Then that's another sign to check your pins because one side might not be turning. Also, again, after making sure the batteries are out, if you can come around to the front here and one side of your auger is connected and one side will freely spin, again, you know that shear pin is broken and this is not engaged with the gearbox. So how do you replace it? When a pin breaks, sometimes it'll just fall out, but sometimes you'll have a piece of it stuck in there where the end's just sheared off, and you'll need to grab a punch or a nail and a hammer and knock the old piece of shear pin out. Spare pins are right up here above the chute. It does come with 2 replacements. Now once you use these 2, you would need to buy some more. I'll put a link to some of these below the video. So first what we need to do is rotate that auger until you can see the hole is lined up with that piece of the pin inside the shaft. Then we're going to take our punch or our nail and a hammer and go ahead and knock that out. And there is that broken piece of the shear pin. Now we're going to take the nut off the end of the replacement shear pin. And to do this, you need a 5/32 Allen wrench for one side and a 10mm wrench for the other side. Now we'll go ahead and put our new pin through the auger and the shaft. Then we'll put our nut on the end. So then we'll go ahead and tighten that down. You don't want to over tighten this at all to where you might clamp down this auger onto that shaft inside. We just want to get that good and snug. And that's it. You can go ahead and put your batteries back in and you're back in business. So hopefully that video helped you out. If it did, please hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.